Imagine spending 100 ringgit hoping to get a dream skin but you don't get it. So you try again and again. This is how many players experience gacha system into these online games. Hello everyone, we are from Group 3 and our campaign is called Gacha Hidden Gambling. Our campaign aims to raise awareness about how gacha system can resemble gambling and encourage responsible gaming among players. Why we select this topic? Nowadays, many popular online games include gacha system where players spend their money to receive random rewards such as characters, skin or special items. Our campaign focus on students is one of players which not fully understand the risk of gacha system. Other than that, parents should be aware of how this game can influence their children's spending habits, and educators play an important role to helping students avoid gacha system. Throughout this campaign, we hope to increase our awareness about hidden risks of gacha system. But do you know what is gambling and gacha? Imagine.
Before we talk about gacha, we want our target audience to understand what is gambling. Gambling is when someone risks money or something valuable for a chance to win a bigger reward. The result depends mostly on luck, but not skills. Gacha works in a very similar way. Players spend real money or game currency to get random rewards like characters or skins. Since you never know what you will get, many players keep spending until they receive the item they want. So there are different types of gacha such as standard, step up, box and consecutive gacha. So although they work differently, they all rely on random rewards to get encourage player to keep pulling.
Have you ever heard someone say, just one more draw, maybe this time? Oh, I'm this close. So that word sounds familiar, right? Not just in games, but also in casinos. Now, let's compare between casino and also gacha. Casino, we pay and then we receive the random prize. Meanwhile, for gacha, we pay and then we receive the random skin. Can you spot the similarity? Yes, they both rely on chance. In both cases, you have to pay first without knowing what will you receive at the end. The excitements come from the possibility of getting rare rewards, which encourage players to keep trying. So, why does this issue matter? It is because when you start with one more draw, it can lead and slowly become an addictive overspending and also even lose self-control. Fun fact, some people even spend far more than their plan because they want to chasing the reward that never be guaranteed. Now, let's see from the Islamic perspective. Allah said in Al-Quran, Surah Al-Ma'idah, verse 90, to stay away from gambling because it brings more harm than benefits. Islam also teaches us to protect our wealth and avoid activities that can bring us to losing money and also fundamental loss. So, before you tap the draw again, ask yourself, am I playing for fun or am I trying my luck?
Now, let's move to the impact on gacha gambling, especially on students. Based on our findings, 73% of gacha players are male, while 27% are female. This shows that although both genders are involved in gacha gaming, male players make up the majority of those participating in these gambling-like games mechanisms. Now, let's understand why gacha is so difficult to stop. Every time a player performs a draw, the brain will release a dopamine, which creates a feeling of excitement and anticipation. Even if the player doesn't receive the item they want, the game often creates a near misses, which make them think, maybe I get on another pulse. Then these psychological traps encourage players to keep spending their money, and over time it can develop into an addiction. Next, let's look at the financial impact. Imagine a student spends Rm2,000 ringgit every month on gacha, and in just 3 months, the money will become Rm600 ringgit, and in 1 year, it will become 2,400. Instead of spending that a lot of money on virtual skins or character, they could use it to buy a textbook, pay for the transportations, purchase a laptop, or save it for the emergency expenses. once the money is spent on gacha, there is no guarantee of getting the desired item. Finally, gacha also has their social consequences. Students may become distracted from their studies, experience anxiety after spending money without getting a reward they wanted, and waste valuable time chasing a limited time events instead of focusing on academics or spending their times with their families or friends.
This is our crucial part in our campaign that related with gacha gambling awareness. First is the knowledge objective. We want people to understand that gacha systems are not just harmless game features. They use a hidden gambling-like mechanics, psychological tricks such as a fear of missing out, and very low winning probabilities to encourage players to keep spending money. By increasing awareness of these mechanics, players better recognize how this system are designed to influence their decisions before making purchases. Second is the behavior objective. We encourage players to develop healthier gaming habits by avoiding unnecessary top-ups, removing safe payment methods, and setting a personal spending limit before playing. Taking a few simple precautions can reduce impulsive spending and help people stay in control of their finance. Our goal is not to stop people from enjoying gaming, but to encourage responsible gaming. So, the lastly and crucial part is the belief objective. We want players to realize that gaming should be about enjoyment and skill, not chasing rare characters or expensive items. Responsible gaming is far more valuable than spending money on a random rewards.
I've already spent 300 ringgit. Then stop. But maybe the next fool will finally give me the skin.
This is called the sunk cost policy, which is the tendency to continue the undesired behavior. FOMO is also one of the factors leading to the habit caused by peer pressure, even when your money is tight. Thinking one more pull might think you will finally get the character or the skin makes this is the maybe the next pull mindset. There will be a lot of benefits when you stop gambling, such as it could save your cash to something more beneficial, protecting your peace from constant guilt and anxiety, and of course it could level up your life because less guilt means more use for your actual goals.
Just now we have talked about risk, now let's move on to the solution. Solution doesn't fall on just one group, it's on three: student, parents and teacher. Now let's talk about it. First, for player, it's important to set a spending limit before buying any in-game item. Decide how much you are willing to spend and never go beyond that amount. You should also turn off game notifications that constantly promote limited time offer or special banners. At this can create unnecessary temptation. Most importantly, always remember that games are meant for entertainment. Play for fun, not because you feel pressure to collect every character or item. Next is for parents. Parents play an important role in guiding their children. One effective step is to remove safe payment information from gaming device to prevent accidental or impulsive purchases. Parents should also make use of parental control feature to manage screen time and spending. Okay. Finally, regularly monitor your child's gaming habits and have open conversation about responsible spending so they understand the value of money. Lastly, for teacher, schools can also help by teaching students basic financial literacy, including budgeting and smart spending. Teachers can explain how gacha system work, especially the probability of winning rare item, so students understand that spending more does not guarantee better reward. School can also invite counselor or guest speaker to raise awareness about gaming addiction and responsible digital behavior. In conclusion, our campaign is not asking people to stop playing games. Instead, we want everyone to understand how gacha system work, make informed decision, and enjoy gaming responsibility. So remember our campaign slogan: play for fun, not for fun.